Alright, that works.
Alright. Hey everybody, we're back. It's episode 32. It's only 3 hosts today, but we do have a special guest. Finally, another guest is on besides Liam. So, welcome.
Liam accounts.
Yeah, welcome Aiden, our friend. Do you want us to call you by your online name or just Aiden? I don't know.
Just Aiden works perfect.
Alright, cool. We'll have a thing at the end where you can just plug all your stuff if you have any social or anything like that you want to shout out. Anyways.
Nope. I think
Who wants to lead us in? Breanna, Nick.
Okay,
We have so many good topics.
My fellow hosts, yes. Lead us in.
Let's just start right at the top. Would you rather know all the languages in the world or know how to play every instrument in the world, and why?
I chose this first because I thought, Aiden, you're a bassist, right?
Yeah, I am a bassist, but I also play other instruments other than bass.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a saxophone man like myself.
Oh, nice.
Just a whole lot better.
Didn't know that.
I'm going to brag
heard
here
from Seth
right
that
now.
you,
I am twice as talented a saxophone man as Nick is.
I don't think Nick's played the sax since like freshman year, right?
Since
And
like
that's why
eighth grade
I'm going to
freshman
brag
year.
about it.
Yeah, he has all the bragging rights. I barely know how to play.
Well, this is like my second year of now, so I'm back to the instruments. Back to the... Yeah,
hey,
no.
try not to shout out locations besides the state, but I'll just beep that. It's fine.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, we don't want to dox ourselves.
Yeah, we don't say like what city we're in or anything like that.
I live
Just
at one.
state. Yeah, I've had to beep Nick a few times. You're alright. Don't worry about
I've
it.
said way too many teachers' names.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, go on.
About the saxophone.
What was that?
I said go on. What you were saying?
Oh, sorry. But I would rather know every single instrument because like
Oh, really?
music
yeah,
is
you know,
its
I think
own language.
Yeah, I feel that too. I think instruments would be way more interesting, and I feel like I would get more enjoyment out of them. Like if I could just be, well, maybe not a master, but at least be proficient at every instrument, I could make so much shit. Whereas languages, I mean, yeah, that's cool, but like for me personally, I don't think I would use it in everyday life.
Especially if you're like in America, there's only very few languages other than English that is spoken. And I know one or two people that know Japanese or Mandarin and all that, but when are you going to use that language?
Yeah, like unless I was traveling the world or anything like that, I don't think I would want that. What about you guys?
I would go with the language.
Would language include sign language?
Yeah,
I
technically.
guess so, yeah.
I'd probably go language. I feel like they'd be more
Really?
more practical. I'd love to know every single instrument, but
There wouldn't
I
be
could
a
probably
lot of practical.
I could probably do a whole lot with language.
Well, what would you do with do you think you'd actually use the language thing, Brie, in everyday life?
Oh.
See, you're a musician too, so I'm surprised you didn't go with music.
The thing with languages is that since I'm going in to be a nurse, if something's wrong with a patient and I don't know the language they speak, if I know that language, it'll be a lot easier to like communicate with them and see what's wrong. So it has a very practical effect.
I guess language is going to be more practical, just in everyday use.
Yeah. I do
That's
like
true. It's situational.
knowing every instrument, but seeing as I'm not going in to be a musician, it would be a lot more useful for me to know every language.
That's true. It's definitely more practical, but it's also like varies per person. Like for me personally, I don't think I would end up using it as much. Whereas like music, I could at least, I don't know, it would just be fun, I think.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I go with music. You go language too, Nick? Really?
Yeah, I'd love to freak people out with Arabic.
Start speaking Mandarin out of nowhere.
I keep all my every single page. Wait, would I be able to write in every single different language too?
I think it's just speak.
Well, it only says speak, right? Or does it say no? If it's no, then you'd probably
it is no all languages.
Then you'd probably be able to speak and read and write.
Is there someone in the world who knows every language? Or
there's probably someone out there who knows a lot of them.
I think there's a person that I read about that is like a multiple language.
God, you guys are both lagging horribly. Jesus. Tell your dad to stop closing doors.
I can't. Otherwise, you'd hear a scream, and I don't think you want to deal with that post-recording.
You'll run out of doors sooner or later.
Run out of doors.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Why would you need to scream?
Does he just go ballistic if there's not a door to close?
I mean, yeah.
Is he like?
No, no. I mean, me yelling
yell
down
at you if
to
you
him,
tell him to.
And then him. No, I'm upstairs. Remember, so I'd have to yell down to him, and then it would be like a yelling contest between us.
He just yells up, tells you to kill yourself. Sorry, Aiden, what were you saying before?
Maybe.
I think I knew a multilingual person that knew 30 languages, including some, what's it called, pigeon speak? It's not spelled pigeon. Yeah, pigeon speak is a language, or it's multiple languages combined into making a language.
That's fucking awesome.
Could they talk to pigeons?
No, it's not pigeon. They don't even spell it pigeon correctly. It's just said pigeon.
Yeah, when you first said that, I thought you meant to just speak carrier pigeon or something. I was like,
no.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool in World War I.
I'm fairly certain that's. I don't know. They're freaking probably some Navajo code talk bullshit, but.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah. I know. I mean, obviously there was way more languages at one point in the world, but languages in tribes and stuff are definitely dying out, which is kind of sad because a lot of them are super unique and kind of interesting. So it sucks.
Latin would be
cool. If I know all the languages, I'd be able to decipher some kind of ancient texts since I know all the languages.
Yeah, he knows Aztec.
It would be like Nico Robin.
Yeah, that's the idea I was going for.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Precisely.
He was.
Hey, did you even know what they're talking about?
Yeah, it's One Piece.
Yeah, okay. So he's watched it too. God, I'm surrounded by One Piece fans.
I'm not a One Piece fan myself. I've never watched it, but I know the references from it. I know the names of the people.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Cool, yeah.
I consider myself half One Piece fan, half One Piece hater.
I'm more of a
fake hate on the show.
I'm more of a One Piece mid. I don't enjoy it, but you know what? It's cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Good world building. Character designs are fucking terrifying, though. I hate them.
I got Seth addicted to a One Piece game on Roblox.
Wait, actually,
that sucks.
Not addicted, but he likes it. It's all I've been playing for a little bit.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
It's a good game.
Is that why he skipped out on today's episode?
He's playing One Piece Roblox.
I don't know.
He actually did that the other day, or at least according to him, he just left his game on. But he told us, "I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be on this episode, guys." And then we saw you just playing a game the entire time we're recording. Such a fucking asshole.
Check his Discord. He could be playing a game right now.
All right, let's jump to something else here. Aiden, you like video games, right? I assume.
I like video games in a sense where I'm in a specific
what?
Game, or okay. I like certain. I don't like playing a lot of games. I'm stuck to 1, 2, maybe 3 games.
Okay.
TF2.
Yeah, I kind of feel that too. I get really, I don't know, what is it, hyper fixated, I guess, on a couple games. For some reason, the last 2 or 3 months, I've just been fixated on Minecraft for some reason, which is the longest period that I've been playing Minecraft consistently. You know?
Yeah, I get it, but in my opinion, I kind of get bored of Minecraft real quick. Like, I'll be a month or two in Minecraft, and I won't touch it for another year, and then I'll back at it, and like, oh, this is my favorite fucking game. But I haven't played it in a while. Actually, I should start playing it.
Yeah, that's how Minecraft is for me, usually. I think the only reason me and Nick have been on it consistently is because we have a realm. And we're often, I don't know, it's more interesting when you have other people involved. Like, if it was single player, I would have just quit.
And especially if they're people you know, then yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty fun. But I probably know why I'm not in that realm.
Yeah,
Nick knows.
Did you like nuke everyone's bases, or?
That was more of a threat, but there was some different shenanigans being involved.
Okay.
And
anyways,
I say shenanigans as in actually breaking the video game.
You just hacked your way in?
I didn't hack my way into the realm. I was openly invited. They just didn't like what I brought to the table.
I think Bree's having technical difficulties. Her Wi-Fi went out. She'll be back.
Either her Wi-Fi went out or she's yelling racial slurs downstairs.
Yeah, she's yelling at her dad.
Yeah, her Wi-Fi didn't go out. Gary ran out of the doors closed.
He just started smashing the router instead.
Oh no.
It's the problem with having everything in your house connected to fucking Wi-Fi. It's just gonna slow everything down.
Dude, we don't even have that many internet connections. I think we have 3 things connected to a 120 megabits per second Wi-Fi.
Jesus.
I know. I stayed in a house. We went up to my family and I rented a cabin thing up in, a certain part of our state, and for Thanksgiving, and we stayed in this really big cabin, and everything in there was smart whatever. So the fucking oven was connected to Wi-Fi, and it was connected to the TV. So we'd be we had the oven going at one point, and my parents were out. So me and my girlfriend and Seth were upstairs, and we had a chicken in the oven, and we didn't know it, but it was connected to the TV, so it told us when the fucking alarm, the timer went off. It was so weird.
What? That's so
it made
weird.
No sense. Yeah, the fucking fridge was connected, and I think the microwave
think there's
too.
Supposed to be some boundaries where something's not supposed to have internet connection and what's supposed to have internet connection.
Yeah, other than that, I don't see any other reason you would want it to be connected. First of all, why are you cooking shit when you're away from home? That's, I don't know, that just seems dangerous.
First off, why do you have a computer in your oven? You're making a fucking casserole and your oven catches fire because the computer overheated. What the fuck?
What CPU does your oven have? I got a 3090 in my oven.
I got a 3090 in my smart fridge.
It was a smart fridge too. I don't know what the fuck that told you, if anything, but
you wake up at 3 a.m. Seth's playing Clash Royale on the microwave.
I wouldn't be surprised. Fucking sleepwalking. I'm trying to bullshit until Bree gets back, but I think we should just jump to the next question because she's having issues. All right. The video game question though I was leading in with. I want to ask if you had to live for a year in the last video game you played, what video game would it be, and how would your life be on there, essentially?
Oh, the last video game I played was not fun. It was Team Fortress 2.
What a surprise.
That was, oh gosh, my life on there would be extra chaotic.
Don't you do a lot of hacking and shit, or not hacking, but a lot of I don't know. I heard from Seth that you kind of fuck around with the game rules and shit a little bit, or
it's not. Oh, I
manipulate
the source engine. That's what it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, Half-Life source engine is weird. There's a lot of games that use it. Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Portal, Portal 2, Team Fortress 2, CS:GO, all that jazz. And the physics in that game, not the best, so I have learned to manipulate it to my will. And it is so fun to kill someone at Mach Jesus by just colliding with them. It's very funny.
Do you deal with a lot of bots when you get in the games? Because the last couple times I played TF2, every game I was in, there was at least one bot, and they were always a sniper.
That
every time.
Bree's back, but
really frustrating.
Yes, I've that was a problem back in 2021 and 2020. It's not so much of a problem anymore. I've been through casual. I've been playing for like a week now. Casual, there's no bots. And when there is a bot, they immediately get kicked. I think they fixed the voting system, the vote kick system, so where both teams can vote on one person, which I think is...
Yeah, the most annoying thing with the bots was that they would... I mean, it was very easy to tell when it was a bot because you'd go over and you just see a sniper standing in the corner and he'd just be looking up the entire time.
Yeah, that...
And you could always tell,
No,
okay.
It's just built-in aimbot. That's just how it works. Half-Life Source Engine's weird. Anyways, yeah... No, the voting system now is more of a double-edged sword, because if one person's like godlike ability, they're going to get vote kicked because, someone thought he was a hacker or some shit. But in most cases, they're just going to be bots that everyone can cut out and everyone can have a good time. That's just how it's going to work. And it's worked so far. It's been like 2 or 3 months now since then, and the game's never been better. It's been more popular than it has been in years.
That's awesome because, man, TF2 doesn't get any... It needs it, but it doesn't get any love from its devs, which is sad.
It's stopped updating now, hasn't it?
It has not stopped updating.
Oh, yeah.
They're still being updated. Well, albeit yearly. They get patches every now and again, but major updates usually happen yearly. Like they have Halloween, Christmas, fucking full moon. They have all of those updates that happen, and that's when people flock to the game because they know they're gonna have a good time. There's new maps, new crates, new cosmetics, new taunts, all that jazz, and it's cool that the game is still being updated. But that's like, 2 developers are working on the game now, and it's unfortunate. They used to have an entire team working on it back in 2010.
Yeah, it's fucking sad. I mean. I forget how old the game is sometimes just because of how popular it still is. And it still runs great, and it's still extremely fun to play.
Actually, newer
computers... that Valve is all but kind of given up on it. They've kind of given up on it. I mean, Portal 2 has gotten 2 new updates in the past, this year. TF2 has gotten half an update. That's
yeah,
sucks.
well...
I don't even know Portal 2 is still being updated, to be honest.
Yeah, they what did they do? They updated the movement. That's it. They updated the movement.
Games that are kind of in a similar vein to TF2, although I think it's way worse with the devs, is actually, it's funny enough, it's also TF2, Titanfall 2. I don't know if you've ever played Titanfall.
The first game.
Any of the Titanfall games. Yeah. Titanfall 2, really good game. One of the best shooters ever made, in my opinion. Had a really good, really strong dev support for the first, I want to say, 5 years of its life. But after 2020, they've had an issue with hackers. So it started in the first Titanfall. This hacker or group of hackers would basically come into Titanfall 1 servers and they would just fill the entire server with bots so no one could play. And they just kept doing it. And they basically destroyed the online aspects of Titanfall 1. Then they moved to Titanfall 2. And even Apex, I think. But, of course, the devs care about Apex a lot. That's their number one thing right now. So they keep Apex in a good working order. But for some reason, they'd fucking just shafted Titanfall 2. And sometimes you can get into a match if you switch your servers to, Europe or something like that, but most of the time it's just so inconsistent, and it's sad. It's really fucking sad because the fans, it has a good sized community, and the fans still really care about it so much that they've made their own server. It's called North Star, which actually allows you to fucking play the game how it was meant to be. But I don't know. It's kind of like TF2. It reminds me of, since kind of the fans have just taken it over.
Older games nowadays, really old games that people think are these freaking masterpieces of video art, the community will want to preserve this game, and they will want to play this game. If people want to play this game, they'll make it convenient for everyone, and the devs don't even have to update it. People are so fucking smart that they build their own servers for people to play on. without any hackers, no bots, all of that jazz. And it doesn't even have to be Team Fortress 2. It's Titanfall 2, all the old Call of Duty games. I remember GTA 5 was on the PS3. They discontinued it, unfortunately. I think it was last year on October.
Really?
But the problem was hackers. The hackers on there were so bad.
Oh.
Absolutely horrendous than what they are now.
They tend to do that with older consoles, like especially the PS3. I've noticed gets like a lot of games on the PS3 and the 360. Although I'd say PlayStation a bit more, get attacked by hackers quite a bit. There was some other games I'm trying to remember.
I've seen a lot of older consoles just always getting hacked, so maybe.
I'm surprised they supported GTA 5 for that long on the PS3.
Yeah, me myself. Well, it was they de-supported GTA 5 Online. The story mode's still there, of course, but GTA Online, it was kind of intermingled with the PS4 version. Like, okay, there's the store here, you could buy all this stuff, but on the PS4 and PS5 now, there's all these stuff, but you can still see them flying, running around and shit. The game didn't support it. It had constant FPS drops, and the modder situation did not help. Especially on PS3, they were like burning mods onto the CDs so they can play it. It's
Jesus.
It's not even like you stick a USB in.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a little weird.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know.
Well, on
that
PC,
either.
they can pick a version of GTA 5 they want to play, put some mods on, and then they can do what the fuck they want. But if they wanted to play the current version,
is that difficult at all to just
it's
burn
incredibly
mods onto
difficult.
a CD like that, or
it
is it
requires a lot of fine tuning, and if you don't do it right, the CD might be unplayable.
It's fucking dedication, then. Jesus.
Hey, if I want $10
that
million,
makes sense.
but I only have a CD version of the fucking game, I'm gonna try my best to burn the game, you know, or burn mods into the CD.
Right. Might as well just to say you did it, right?
Well, if you have $20 extra to spend on another GTA 5 copy, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I'm even surprised just how... I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm not, because GTA 5 has made so much fucking money. I think it's not the best-selling game of all time, but it's like number 3, I believe. GTA 5 alone, not even the GTA franchise. I was going to say, I'm surprised how alive they've kept it. Because it's still so popular. I mean, we just now got GTA 6 leaks, which I honestly never thought was coming. I thought Rockstar was just going to milk GTA 5 for all it's worth. But I think
finally, in the next 5
it's fine. They're just not going to give any love to the other games.
Well,
yeah.
Rest in
well,
peace.
it's finally they're going to move on, because ever since 2014, when the PS3 first came out, GTA 5 came out, like 2 years afterward. And they've just kept marketing and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's on the Xbox 360. Oh, it's crossplay with PC. Oh, it's on the PS4, and now it's on the PS5. All that. It's kind of like what Todd Howard did with Skyrim. They just kept marketing it onto different platforms.
I was about to say that. Yeah, it's like Skyrim all over again.
It on different platforms just to make that extra bit of money, or to like postpone the making of the next game, as of.
I'm surprised at this point they haven't fucking remastered the damn thing like they have with Skyrim, because they've remastered Skyrim like 80 times on every different console.
Yeah, and they even have the new anniversary edition for the PS5. Like, that's crazy, and they keep adding new and newest stuff.
I know, like, what is... I don't understand, like, what is the difference each time? Do they actually add anything? Nick, you're the fucking Skyrim expert here. Do you know if they add anything at all, or is it just name only?
They added a bunch of new weapons and armors and all that. You can now fish. They added a new survival mode, which makes you have to stay warm. You have to actually eat and sleep, and you can't fast travel or any of that. It's just any of that stuff. It just makes the game a lot more difficult.
It's just Rust,
so
it sounds like they added realism.
Yeah.
Finally,
they Minecraft it.
They put realism in a game that didn't have realism. I'm so proud. By the way, about time. It took them 8 years.
That definitely sounds like a mod for sure.
Took them 8 years, but you know what? They did it.
Oh, 8 years. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
I thought it's
more.
been more than 8 years at this point. When did it come out
again?
It came out
2011.
That was 2011.
That was when the PS3 came out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, November 11th, 2011.
Did you play Skyrim when it came out, Nick?
Not when it came out. It came out on 11/11/11. That's funny.
Hey, nice.
Probably was, honestly. That's probably when they're going to release Elder Scrolls 6. 5 years from now, 11/11/11.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on that. Dude.
Bro, I cannot wait for Elder Scrolls 6. It looks good.
I used to watch it. Yeah, you'll be waiting like 20 years.
We got.
I was gonna say
it'll probably come out before GTA 6.
They're like tempting each other. It's either Elder Scrolls 6 or GTA 6 is gonna come out, and they're like budging each other. It's like, you go first. No, you go first.
Yeah, I think recently Todd Howard said something about fucking like Fallout 5 or whatever, and the whole like Fallout community all like lost their shit, like, oh my god, it's coming, or this and that. And what he said when you actually read the article was like, yeah, we plan to do Starfield first, which I think comes out either next year or in 2024, and then like, oh, and then we want to do Elder Scrolls 6, which they said they're still like barely out of pre-production.
Oh.
And it's like, dude, you're gonna be waiting. Fallout 5, fucking Fallout 4 took like 5 years to make. Like, you're gonna be waiting.
Yeah,
another
Fallout 5 is gonna
years
be freaking 21,000. You know,
never again.
Yeah,
and then it'll probably release with glitches, and they'll still be using the 20 plus year engine.
Yeah, the Gamebryo, which is now called the Creation Engine, they're still using
fantastic.
for fucking Starfield. Even in that trailer, Starfield looks interesting. I don't know if you've seen the Starfield trailer, but it looks good, but there's something kind of wrong with the graphics when you look at it, and also I think in the trailer you could even see some bugs.
Remember when, like, what was it?
You know,
was it like 2019
much
they released the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer of High Rock and whatever the other ones, Hammerfell? They released it like 2018 or 2017.
Hammerfell.
It's been like 4 or 5 years after that. Where the hell is the game? Why would you release a trailer if it's not coming out the next year or two? I don't get that. Oh, okay. I got something to talk about if we're talking about Elder Scrolls. The Skyrim. People have the community of Skyrim, just games in general, you know, all that nonsense. The community has made this big ass mod, like hundreds of gigabytes worth of using the source engine Skyrim's running. They made all of the continents.
Wait, like
they made Tamriel. They made the entirety. They got
that's fucking awesome. Wait, Nick, do you know about this?
They got.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's called the Beyond Bruma project. They got Cyrodiil, they got fucking Elsewhere, they got all of the different countries. They got High Rock, they got Hammerfell, they got the fucking ice place in the north. They got all of the different countries in Skyrim. And they're gonna make them in like perfect detail.
That's kind of what I'm sure it's gonna be better than Elder Scrolls Online, but Elder Scrolls Online has a lot of the continents unlocked because, you know, they always add expansion packs and shit like that, so they just open up a new part of the map, basically. I haven't played in years, but they had at least like half of the map opened up, I believe, which is pretty interesting, but now I wonder if that's like the entire section of that country or if it's just like a very small portion. I have no clue anymore because I haven't played it in years.
It's going to be, what they're planning to do is open up all of the countries to the player. Like you're based on Skyrim, but you can travel to different countries. And there's not supposed to be loading screens when you're traveling to different countries. You're just gonna walk freely to all of them.
Oh wow, it's probably gonna be like one of the biggest game maps ever.
Yeah,
it's going to be the biggest game map ever. You realize how big Skyrim is and walking all the hell. It's bigger than most of the maps nowadays in different.
I mean, there is going to be one game that's always going to have like the biggest map. Mainly because it's infinite pretty much, and that's No Man's Sky. But
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's basically infinite.
Have you played I'm sure you played No Man's Sky, right?
God, I kind of miss No Man's Sky.
I've played about 10 minutes of it and kind of quit.
Oh, you didn't like it? It can be kind of hard to get into right when you first start playing it, because I tried it at one point and I wasn't really into it because I kept dying and I didn't know how to charge my suit or whatever, this and that.
It got boring to me.
Yeah, I can see how it would lose you at the beginning, but it's actually a really good game because, like Nick said, it's just completely fucking infinite. Like the procedural generation just allows for them to basically create the entire universe, which is pretty incredible in my opinion. Nick, have you played No Man's Sky in a while?
Not recently, no, but I remember me and Seth used to play it all the time, and then there's Joseph who played it for like several months straight after that.
Jesus, why several months? I
don't know.
I mean,
Joseph
him and
gets
I.
on kicks like that.
He has too much free time. That's what he has.
He does. He actually does.
It's not braided and scrap mechanics. So.
Oh God. Fucking Braden, didn't you tell me he put like 200 hours in like a couple weeks or some crazy shit? I don't remember what you said. Like something just was physically impossible, like he wasn't eating or sleeping. He was just only playing scrap mechanic.
Yeah, he managed like 27 hours a day or something.
What?
I don't think
that's too much.
Possible.
He stopped time.
I'll say it again.
He managed it.
He has too much free time.
Braden.
He's what?
He made two more hours in the day.
Yeah.
2 or 3 more hours in the day so that he could play more.
Braden invented time travel just to fucking play scrap mechanic. Alright, there's
Joseph playing Super Auto Pets all the time.
Oh my god.
Even worse.
It's his most played game on Steam now. He's got to have like hundreds of hours into it.
How sad is that? I'm calling you out, Joseph. If you listen to this episode, he should be ashamed.
Well,
honestly.
not only does he have that much on the Steam version, he has it on the mobile too.
Oh God, yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody's got their poison. Caden's got like 6,000 hours in Destiny.
6,000 hours?
Yeah,
6,000.
And he still
I
plays
have
it.
less than 13 hours on Destiny. What the hell is wrong with him?
Good.
I played Destiny
Actually,
enough, but I did not play 6,000 hours. What the fuck?
What do you mean you played it enough?
Dedication.
Well, I mean,
I guess.
I played Destiny before, like
On your computer or on a console?
console. It was before I had my PC.
The game that I played the most, I don't know exactly because I don't have any records of it, because on Xbox 360 I can't look at that anymore. But it's probably Skyrim. I have probably nearing 2,000 hours.
Are you kidding me, Nick?
What the hell? Alright. Okay, the game I was talking about before. Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
I have 1,600 hours on.
I don't think I've gone above 1,000 on any game.
I'm very surprised by these people who have like years of experience on the game. 6,000 hours, that's probably like 4 years worth of playing. I played this game for about 5 years, took a very long breaks because it tires you out after a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like any other game.
No, exactly.
Team Fortress 2 is something else in my opinion, but I don't know how it's possible to just have that much dedication in a game. I guess Caden is one of those guys, I guess. Fucking overachiever
Or if you go on
over
Steam.
here.
Yeah, one time, me and Joseph and our buddy Liam, we went on Steam. We were just, I don't know, fucking around one night. And we started looking through, the community tab on games on Steam or whatever. And it'll display, like, how many hours you've played in this or that. We were finding the most random games. Like, we found one called IKEA Kitchen Simulator. I think we've talked about it. Yeah, we've talked about it on the podcast before, and we scrolled down to look in the comments and shit, and there was guys in there who had, like, thousands of hours on this shit.
They were
just like...
IKEA.
They were building virtual furniture for fun, I guess.
Yeah, they were saying shit like, I want to see my wife and child again or something like that, and then it says like 6,000 hours played. It's just fucking ridiculous.
That sucks.
It was terrifying. True depths of humanity right there.
They gotta just have another PC just playing that all the time.
Yeah, that's a fast way to just ruin a computer, is just leave it on constantly. I mean, that's what Joseph did.
I wonder what that reminds me of.
If anyone who's been wondering why Joseph's been gone for a better part of a month, then yeah, his PC's been taking a shit, which we've mentioned, but the reason why is most likely because he just leaves it on.
What the fuck? We just had a storm yesterday. His power could have gone out because where he lives is barren. Yeah. But I know
yeah, true.
The power goes out there a lot. Like his PC would have been fucking toast, and that's probably what happened. He probably lost power, and his fucking PC was on, and it fucking short circuited. I'm probably sure. Hopefully, it didn't catch fire.
No, I didn't catch fire. I just kept blue screening on him, and he's been trying to figure out the issue with it, and I think he finally figured out it's the CPU, which he got a new one, I believe. So.
What CPU is it? Probably like an Intel.
I'm not sure. He had to buy a new one, so I'd have to ask him.
I think it's an AMD because he has an AMD board.
Yeah, his old one was an AMD for sure.
And he wanted to put it in my computer.
Yeah, he literally tried to pawn it off on Nick, knowing that it was the bad CPU that could fuck up his computer. It's like, yeah, Nick, do you want the CPU?
Why doesn't he put it in the shitty computer that he has?
You want the CPU that almost burned down my house?
Yeah, like, here, just take this, Nick. Enjoy your blue screens.
I blue screened far too much right when I got my PC.
The blue screen god.
The fact
Didn't that happen every time
your computers are like basically like a year or two old concerns me how many blue screens you guys have gotten.
Hey, mine was because I had old thermal paste on my CPU, so
I don't have any issues with my computer.
It was overheating, so
I got a great computer.
This little thing is from like 2015.
Oh yeah, but yours is recent, isn't it?
My what?
They said yours is recent, isn't it?
Racing? What the hell is that?
Yeah, recent.
Yes.
Ricin.
It's Ricin, yeah.
It's Ricin. Well, he got a turbocharger. Well,
so is Joseph's. Yeah, Joseph got his in like 2019. I got mine last year.
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Nick, do you want to take us to that question? We've been talking about video games for a long time anyway, so we can move on.
If you could choose any historical figure to haunt a current world leader, whom would you choose as haunter and haunted? I'm gonna go first. I want Hitler to haunt Joe Biden.
That was gonna be my answer. Fuck! Oh, god damn it!
I want him to put like Nazi thoughts into his head and try to turn America and
he starts slipping up, starts saying like racial slurs and shit during speeches.
He's like mid conference. He's like it's like
he's just eyes roll into the back of his head.
Hitler and shit.
Eyes roll into the back of his head. He starts speaking German.
Starts reciting
the Jews.
He starts reciting Mein Kampf word for word. I mean, fuck. I think that's what's happening to Kanye West right now. I think. Kanye
Oh my god, actually true though.
Yeah. Jesus
Have you seen
Christ.
the Alex Jones and Kanye West interview thing?
No, I need to see that. I've not watched that yet.
It's so funny because Kanye West literally made Alex Jones uncomfortable. He made him go on break.
How the hell do you make Alex Jones uncomfortable? That's a goddamn. That's an achievement for the record book.
And he loved the Jews.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good God! I need to see that. Jesus. I need to watch that shit. Because we talked about Kanye's shenanigans a couple episodes ago, but this is all new now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that Kanye does this
increasingly worse.
The fact that Kanye is fucking running for president concerns the path that America is going to. Because I know these fuckers will actually vote him in, and we turn into a fucking third world country where we're burning Jews.
He's running.
That
again.
sounds right wing as shit, but you know what? I have a funny feeling that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I don't think that anybody would ever vote for him now.
Yeah, so someone's gonna vote for him, like, aha, this is a little joke, nobody's gonna vote for him, and then the numbers just gonna start adding up.
It's like, wait, no.
Well, yeah, but with
All
what
the
he's saying right now, I
colleges
don't think
fucking
people would
vote
even
Kanye.
vote him.
Yeah, probably.
No, they should know better. As they knew better not to vote for Biden. But you know what? Here we are.
You forget where we live, America.
Yeah, some people forget that.
Anyways, I think the person I would choose to haunt a current world reader, I would have
World reader.
I think I'd have like yeah. I'd either have I think I'd have Genghis Khan haunt Xi Jinping. I'm not sure why. I know Mongolian and Chinese, but they have a history of fighting each other, so I think I'd just have Genghis Khan fucking haunt him just for a little while, just to see what happens. I want to see what he would do. Who would you do, Brie?
The only ones that I keep coming back to are, like, non-historical figures and non-world leaders.
Like who?
Like...
You're completely missing the question.
My only thoughts go to, like, Euronymous haunting Varg.
Oh my god. And yet again, no one knows who that is.
Yeah, exactly. But it would be very funny.
I guess so, yeah. Do you have any, Aiden, did you say one, or was that just Nick?
I don't think I said one. I think that was Nick.
Let's try to go way back. Let's try to get some, like, actual historical people. Like Genghis Khan. Okay, I'll give you one.
Rosa Parks.
Sun Tzu.
You say Rosa Parks?
I was going to say Rosa Parks haunt Kanye, but Kanye isn't a world leader. Unless you count future world leader, I guess.
I hope the fuck he's not a future world
Yeah.
leader.
But if he's running, he's a potential one.
God.
I don't know why, but I really want Richard Nixon to haunt Joe Biden. I don't know, that's just a funny thing.
Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
He does that wave thing that he did when he left office. When he got into the
I really want to see Joe.
weird
I really want to see Joe
dance.
Biden either do a fucking conference or resign from the fucking presidency with the fucking peace sign he did. That'd be so fucking funny.
That'd be hilarious.
Peace.
Okay. We jump to something else. We can do a few more topics before we end. We got about another 20 minutes or so.
Did you
Jeffrey
do
Dahmer haunting Joe Biden.
What did you say, Brie?
Did you do the farmer one yet?
No. This one made me laugh. I was just... Because most of these I just got from a list that I was going through. And this one was just really goofy. It was, if you were a farmer and you learned that the animals were plotting against you, what would you do to gain their trust? Like, what animals would you appeal to first? It's completely stupid, but it's kind of funny. I wanted to see if we had any, like, goofy answers for that.
Depending on if there were emus in that farm, I would probably get them on my side.
Why emus?
Because they're aggressive.
They're
They're the ones that can do the most damage.
Are those like attack ostriches?
Yeah,
basically.
Didn't Australia go to war against emus?
Yeah, do you guys know about the Great Emu War?
Oh, very
Yeah.
much so.
And they lost.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious reading, like, the Wikipedia on that shit, because, when you look at the,
General Australian stupidity. Love it.
yeah, there's, like, one participant, emus, and then, like, just one Australian general, basically. It's like the only guy listed, and it says he lost. It's fucking funny. Well, there was, like, 60,000 of them or some shit, so I kind of understand, like, back then. I don't know what Australia's military capabilities were.
Well, they had a lot of guns.
Oh, this was, like, early 20th century, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess they had a bit. I mean, I don't know. They haven't been in any wars lately.
True.
They'll go to war with emus again.
They're
That would
gonna
be
go
fucking
war with
hilarious,
all the
honestly.
fucking mutated species Australia has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any
I have a very funny
spiders.
feeling they're gonna lose again.
Australia just needs to get their shit together and arm up the Gimpy.
Oh my god.
You know about the Gimpy, Aiden?
Yeah.
Gibby, know me.
Aiden.
What?
You know about the Gimpy?
I said, maybe.
No. Okay. It's a plant. It's literally the name of it. I don't know the actual scientific name, but the Australians call it gimpy gimpy, and basically if you touch it, it causes like this really bad skin condition on you, and then you just die eventually. Like a really painful death.
So it's just poison ivy on steroids. Okay. It's just more potent poison ivy.
Times 100, basically.
Skin cancer or something.
On at least like 3 times.
It gives you like on-site, on-touch melanoma.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a really good way to put it.
There's also another one that like makes you want to kill yourself.
That's
the suicide plant. No, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it is the same thing.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't. It doesn't make you die immediately. It just makes you want to die.
It can cause anaphylactic shock, but.
Wait, when did you become an expert on gimpy gimpy, Nick?
I'm reading a Google page.
Okay.
No, but I also watched a video on it. It's called the suicide plant because it makes you want to kill yourself.
Isn't it also called the Moonlighter or some shit?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I was about to say he's
name.
reading off of something because I don't think he had the brain power to figure out what anaphylactic means.
Exactly. We've talked about this before, and Nick had no clue what we were talking about.
This is not the show that we're. It's not for insults, Aiden. Don't insult my brain power.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. Anyways.
All right, what are we doing? Jump to next. Got a few more here.
Presidential warfare.
Oh yes. That shit's funny. Okay, let's exclude modern presidents because that's too easy. Let's just do.
I don't think that they would win anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I have one.
Eisenhower.
President, they have to be dead, so no currently alive presidents.
Okay. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Why? Because he has the will of D. The will of D from the famous anime One Piece.
Nick can't fucking stop talking about One Piece.
Good.
Seth's gonna hear this episode and he's gonna start texting us in the chat. Fucking.
He has the shroot fruit.
Saying he quit the show for real.
You know, I think the most badass president that would win in a fucking battle royale, Theodore Roosevelt. That guy was a fucking unit. That guy's a fucking unit. He served in
wasn't
2
he like
wars.
A wrestler or something?
He was a wrestler, a boxer. He served in wars with the Rough Riders. That shit. This guy is a goddamn unit.
True.
I think he would win a fucking battle royale.
I was thinking, my choice I think was gonna be like Abraham Lincoln, and that's because he fucking I guess he was an actual fighter, he was a boxer, according to, legend. I guess I don't know. So I get that. I think it's actually documented. He used to just challenge other politicians to fistfights, which is pretty fucking badass.
Sounds like the Uber way bowl of presidents.
The who?
Fighting it. He's the guy that made the Postal movie.
Oh
he started boxing his critics.
Great.
I just found a fact about Theodore
awesome.
Roosevelt. This guy, casually did, what's it called? 6-shooter duels. This guy casually did 6-shooter duels, 1v1 6-shooter duels or standoffs in the office.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And this fucker won every time. He shot 8 people by the time they decided to stop.
Huh.
Wait, actually shot them?
Yes, it's a fucking standoff. What else do you think they're gonna do?
What the fuck? Why was that allowed?
I don't know.
Just kill people?
I'm pretty sure
He was the president. He can do what he wants.
That's not always the
I'm
case.
pretty sure you get impeached for that.
No, I'm pretty sure he paid for
prisoners
their
of war into
fucking
the Oval
medical
Office.
bills. No, I'm pretty sure they had.
Oh, I thought you just shot to kill or something.
No, it's not a shoot. I'm pretty sure it's not a shoot to kill. They don't state that here, but I'm pretty sure they had medical. Hopefully.
That's fucking insane. I think you might be right though. I think Theodore Roosevelt fucking sweeps. I had no clue he did shit like that.
No, this guy's fucking crazy.
I did.
He was a smart motherfucker, but you know what? This guy he's a fucking unit.
Do you guys think George Washington is all that crack? I mean, he did serve in war. He did actually serve in war as president. He commanded the army. He was the only president to do that. So do you think he was all Really that badass?
And
How do you think he'd stand up next to Theodore and Abraham?
No, I think George Washington would get his ass clapped.
Didn't Truman also fight?
Did Truman? I don't think so. Truman's the one who dropped the bombs on Japan, right?
Harry Truman was the one, yeah.
But it says that he
was the vice president
George
when
Washington
Franklin died. Franklin Roosevelt died, so he was the one who
Yeah.
dropped the bombs.
he fought in France in World War One.
George Washington has 2 inches in height on Theodore Roosevelt.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I guess this is a battle royale, so I guess weapons would be involved, or would we just go fist to just hand to hand combat?
We'll go fist because
There's a
one
big
more-
older
jump.
ones might not have knowledge about the recent ones.
If
That's
we are
true.
like
Pulls fucking musket out.
doing like weapons, would we do like newer weapons?
Their
Just
weapons
give
of
them-
choice.
Shoots golf ball
Just
sized
give them
hole into the
RPGs
first
and
guy.
shit.
That would be okay if we gave them weapons from their eras. How like unmatched would they be? Like you have George Washington who shows up with a sword and a fucking musket that he has one shot before he has to reload, which takes like 5 minutes. And then we have Theodore Roosevelt who walks up with a fucking 6-shooter. Yeah, I think I know who's winning. Doesn't matter how.
And Theodore
good they are at
Roosevelt was one
fighting.
of the best fucking sharpshooters. He was part of a special group called the Rough Riders, who just were riders on horseback with cutlasses and 6-shooters. They had 2 revolvers on their side, a cutlass on their hilt, and they were just fucking swinging and shooting. These guys were rough.
That's fucking awesome. I love revolvers. That's such a cool gun. I don't know why.
I just
It's
imagine one of them bringing in a tank.
modern presidents.
I imagine Trump showing up in a goddamn M2A2, just fucking, bah. I don't know.
lands in the helicopter.
Joe Biden doesn't know what seat
there-
to go in.
That's why we're not doing modern presidents because of
Yeah.
it's just
Their
there's no
weapon
way to
choice.
do
Their
it.
weapon
And
choice
also
would be
just
called
no.
the atom bomb.
Yeah.
Thermonuclear
Is there a
warhead.
tank with a revolving
Just bomb
cannon?
Nagasaki
There is
again.
not a tank with a revolving cannon. There were things called autocannons, where it was one cannon shooting 20mm shells, or it depends on the caliber and how fast they shot. But no, there was no rotating barrels,
That'd be
unless you
awesome.
put like a fucking Gatling gun or a minigun on a fucking APC, I guess. Hey, free
How fast do you
anti-air.
think one of the?
What's up?
How fast do you think one of the older presidents would have a heart attack if you gave them new weaponry
Give fucking George Washington an
or just
M16.
an iPhone?
I don't know. We're mixing it up. So I guess it wouldn't be their weapons of choice from history. It would probably just be like a fist fight or just
Yeah.
modern weapons. Maybe I'm not sure how we do this because there's such
What about
a gap
swords and shit?
of time.
It
Swords would
also
be yeah
depends
swords
on
would be
how old
allowed.
They were whenever they were president.
That's true. How old was George Washington?
He was a-
actually? People didn't.
He
live
was
that-
about 50 when he died. He didn't have that long of a lifespan. Neither did his family.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Didn't
What's-
He was the oldest in his
didn't one of
family.
them die to like milk?
Wait, what? Tied to milk?
Man was lactose intolerant.
What do you mean? What do you mean he died to milk, Brie? What does that mean?
Hold
Do you
on.
want to explain more?
She's googling it. But no, he was the oldest in his family he lived the longest, and he's been
Really?
he's been through war, lost his teeth, and he was the longest to live in his family. Most of his family died in their 30s.
Well, that was like the average age to live at that or around that time. Well,
I was thinking of a different one, I guess. One of the president's wife died, and it was like to milk or something.
tied to milk, just choked on it or just allergic?
No,
What
it was
happened?
like there was a plant in it that somehow got in it, and she just died to it.
Someone poisoned her with the gimpy gimpy.
No, it was like something really common now.
Motherfucker drank tea for the first time in their milk and collapsed on the floor, died instantly.
Yeah, because they weren't British.
They got infected with the British.
No, they were British. Fucking George Washington's family was originally British.
Yeah.
No, they're American now.
No, George Washington was the only
doesn't
British American president.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Yeah, okay, I looked it up. So, the average lifespan in 1776, the average newly minted American citizen could expect to live to the ripe old age of 35. Giving them...
No, we could live to the ripe old age of 135.
I remember, like, 5,000 years ago, people I've heard, lived up to the fucking 200s and shit. And I'm like, where the fuck? How the hell? With no modern...
I don't think that's even possible.
You know what?
I don't think that people even live to 100 nowadays.
People thousands of years ago found a fucking way to live like 200. These fucking Neanderthals over here lived up to 200, 400 years old, and we're fucking dying at age 30 now.
Yeah. Well, it's coming back around now because at least it's gone
well,
up.
There's something that happened. It's called modern medicine. That's really helpful.
I
We
kind of
don't
wonder
immediately die to fevers.
I kind of wonder if in our lifetimes if we will have a higher life expectancy, like by the time we're old, like if we'll actually live beyond, the typical 90 or whatever, or like 80 something.
Well, okay, the problem with that, the more people who don't die, or the people who live longer, and they're either retired, they don't work, obviously, they're fucking like 90 or 100. They're collecting like Social Security. That means none of the newly retired people are not going to have. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Oh, you want to make people live longer? Oh yeah. Now the Earth is overpopulated with too many people. Congratulations.
I think we're at the end of the episode early today. I have something I have to go do. So we're at an hour now. You guys are okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to wrap up. So, Aiden, is there anything you want to plug? Any social media, anything like that? We can put it in the links in the description of the podcast. Anything like that. Just shout it out.
I guess follow my Snapchat, Instagram, whatever.
You cool with having all that public?
Yeah, I guess. Don't matter.
All right, cool.
If someone finds them, they find them. Not much you can do.
Yeah, I meant more if you had like an online presence or anything like that. I just do like sensitive information, You don't have to plug everything.
Oh yeah, Ian, do you plug anything of mine?
Yeah, I do your Twitter.
Okay, because
I
was gonna
primarily
say, just don't do my like Snapchat or anything because I have my location on.
I do. I generally do our Twitters, and Seth doesn't use Twitter, so I plug his YouTube channel and
plug my Twitch.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yay!
Or you know what? You know what?
Twitter either
add me on Steam. I'll fucking give you free shit. I guess.
All right, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, Steam is probably
the
best.
I'll plug your Steam. All right, sweet. All right, thanks everyone for episode 32, and we will see you next week.
Bye. Have a great.
Bye.